Let's move on to some more drag news, and let's talk about the sickening cast of Drag Race España season 4 has been revealed. And this is a couple of hours ago. I'm like, well, damn, we are oversaturated with the Drag Race, but I've already come to a point that I don't sit up in here and try to watch every iteration of Drag Race. I just watch certain ones. And that's that. The only foreign ones, I know I should have been watching Drag Race Mexico, which just ended, I believe, this weekend. I think it was just like, they wrapped their season 2. I have not gotten into Drag Race. What is it? Philippines. I know that one was really good. First of all, I heard like they had the best Snatch game. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to go give Philippines a gander. I only watched season 1 and I really haven't revisited it. So maybe I need to give it another. I'm gonna give it another chance. So Drag Race España is coming. And we got a season 4. So El Chabalante Merinas, because Supreme Deluxe, Javier Embrosi, Javier Calvo, and Ana Loking. Because that's how they be saying this, but Ana Loking. And we trying to sound like how Supreme be saying it on the show. They back for the 4th season of Drag Race España. Now, the 4th season of Drag Race España will feature a new group of fabulous queens competing through wig-snatching challenges and gagalicious runways. Now, in the end, only one queen can be crowned Spain's next drag superstar. So, for those of you who are wondering, the new season of Drag Race España is set to premiere on September 22nd via WOW Presents Plus. Now, I'm sure if you got Spanish TV, y'all already know which channel is on. But for those of us outside of Spain, Wow Presents Plus is where we go to watch the show. Now, I will be honest. I was kind of underwhelmed by last season, and I was a bit underwhelmed by All Stars. We already knew Drag Cephalons was going to win. But me personally, I just felt like I was underwhelmed by España All Stars and season 3. So I'm really hoping that they bring it home with season 4, because I always get worried, like whenever I watch a lot of my favorite shows, that the bigger they get, it starts to lose that momentum. Drag Race, I'm talking about you. So I don't want that to happen with that show, and I don't want that to happen with Drag Race France, because Drag Race France is another show that's foreign and subtitles included, because I need them. I don't speak the French, but I can if you like. So, I'm actually, I love watching Drag Race France, but I also like Drag Race España, and I don't want to lose my momentum of being into that show. So, without further ado, let's get into some of these queens. Hopefully, this slide will work, and we'll get to see who it is. So, Angelina Perversa, who is 44, hails from Madrid, and then we have Chloe Vitu, who is 23 from Barcelona. But actually, what I should do is let's go over and cheat a little bit, and let's go to Out Magazine, excuse me, who actually gives us a little information on some of the queens. So let's take a gander back a little bit, so that way we can get into what is Angelita La Perversa all about. So she is 44, representing Madrid, and if you want her Instagram, it is Angelita Graham. And it said Angelina defines her drag as classic yet modern, sexy, avant-garde, and filled with dark humor. She believes she shows lots of duality, as she could be either very good or very bad. She wants to be the next Spanish drag superstar to bring comedy to the queens of Spain. Now let's move on and let's talk about Chloe Vitu, who is 23 and is representing Barcelona. And it said Chloe is excited to serve good lip syncs, scandalous looks, tits that are going to cause a scene, and of course, face. She gives face, beauty, face. She loves connecting with the audience and strives to give everyone the time of their lives in every performance. So there you have it with her. Excuse me. Let's move on to the next queen, and that's Dita Dubois, who is 37 and representing Tenerife. And it says, comedy queen Dita Dubois describes her drag style as a mix of Carmen Farala, who won season one, Samantha Ballantines, and Estrella Extravaganza in a blender. So she is confidently serving body, face, and a mischievous tongue. Well, we'll see what that tongue do when she premieres on Drag Race España in a couple of weeks. Our next queen is Kelly Pasa. With she comes with a question mark and exclamation point. I said there's a lot of situations up in there. Whatever it means. She's 38 and is representing Madrid. So Kelly is ready to bring surrealism and punk to Drag Race España. Her inspirations include Vivian Westwood, Lena Morgan, Alaska, Almodovar, and Wes Anderson, and even her mother and grandmother. She's ready to be the next Spanish drag superstar and fill theaters with drag. Well, you know what? If we had to compare her to somebody, I guess it would be Sasha Velour. Like she's kind of giving Sasha Velour tease, which would actually be pretty good. And you know what? As designers, I do like Lena Morgan. Of course, Alaska, as in what? Alaska Thunderfuck. Vivian Westwood, first of all, I've always been a huge fan of Vivian Westwood's fashions. And Wes Anderson, as a director, I like a lot of his films and stuff, but I like that she wants to bring in a lot of that. A Moldovar, it's spot on when they said surrealism, because Wes Anderson, a Moldovar, they bring a sense of surrealism to their filmmaking. Vivian Westwood is very much punk, in regards of her fashion sense. So I could definitely see Kelly bringing it. I just hope that she lasts a long time when, she's on it, so we can get to see what she brings to that runway. And I do like this little weird grass look. Like it's giving Home Depot couture. No, they do sell grass. And I'm not saying weed. So La Niña del Antro, who is from Castellón de la Plana. Now, La Nina describes her drag as a mix of beauty and grace with elements of excitement and darkness. She wants to become the next Spanish drag superstar to make her mother proud, and she's ready to have a good time. Well, I just hope that a lot of the queens that's going to be in their show don't take themselves too seriously, that they're definitely going to have a great time being a part of the show and will give us some sense of, fabulosity and energy. So let's move on to the next queen, which would be Le Coco, the House of Coco. I was thinking cocoa bun trees when I said that. But anyway, she's 28 and hails from Madrid. And Le Coco defines herself as the life of the party and the badass of the season. Her drag inspirations include the top models of the 90s, Madonna, and the theatrics of Almodovar. It's funny how a lot of the Spanish queens are inspired by Almodovar. But anyway, because Pedro Almodovar is a phenomenal filmmaker. I'm sure, well, I don't know if a lot of you have seen his films, but definitely y'all need to check it out. And I just love his sense of how bright his films are, how over the top his films are, and how unapologetically queer his films are. And especially the movie that he did with Pedro Pascal. And it was a little short film. I think it's still on Netflix with Ethan Hawke, and they play gay lovers, cowboys. So that's definitely a movie that I think a lot of you guys should check out if you have not already. So I definitely see how a lot of the queens, especially if you're from Spain, would be influenced by Moldovar and incorporate a lot of his work into what they do. Another queen we have is Mariana Stars, who is representing Venezuela. Now, Mariana is a proud Venezuelan queen, describing her country as a symbol of beauty, a lot of flavor, and sugar, or as my girl Celia Cruz would say, azúcar. Now, her drag inspirations includes Caroline Herrera, Alicia Machado, and Coco Chanel. She's ready to bring the flavor, personality, and beauty to the main stage. But we'll definitely see what she brings, especially if you're using Carolina Herrera, Alicia Machado, and Coco Chanel as your influences in the fashion world. Okay, so now we also have Meggie Yellow, who is representing, I don't know how to say that. Is it ECIJA? I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm not going to try. So they also said dancer, singer, and actress Meggie describes herself as the queen of lip syncs and the dance floor. When the music starts, everyone trembles. She's ready to become the next Spanish drag superstar because she is a complete performer from feet to tits. Okay, well, we'll see, girl. If you bring it to the stage, if you ever have to get up there and just lip sync for your life, we'll see if you end up having to be, if you end up in the bottom quite a few times, we'll see if you become the lip sync assassin in regards to the performance. Our next queen is Miss Christo, who is representing Madrid, and she's 31 years old. Now, Miss Cristo is the self-proclaimed fashion queen of the season. It seems like a lot of girls, there's a lot of fashion girls this season. I'm here for it. I just hope you bros know how to sew. Because the one thing I hate about RuPaul's Drag Race is that y'all know it is a requirement for y'all to know how to damn sew. And I'm tired of girls saying, I don't know how to sew. Like, if the queens over at Dragula know they got to create their damn designs from the gate, then y'all should not be thinking that y'all going to scapegoat the sewing challenges. So anyway, let's get into this situation. So she describes herself as an underground diva. She believes that there's nothing more drag than gold, luxury, excess, and passion. She's confident that her next level drag style will earn her the title of the next Spanish drag superstar. So we'll see, girl. Good luck to you. We got another queen that is giving, it's another queen that's going to be bringing the fashions, and she's a club queen type. And let's get into Portica, the club kid, who reminds me of Vivacious in a way. And I do love the whole club kid situation. Vivacious, a little bit of Lee Bowery. Is that ornation on her head? So Porca is representing Madrid. She's 39 years old, and Porca is ready to bring the club kid realness to the wild fantasy of the Drag Race España main stage. The crafty queen describes herself as a master of comedy, with drag inspirations including Divine, John Waters, The Circus, Spanish folklore, and the Housewives of Eduardo Scissorhands. Is that a real thing? They said the Housewives of Eduardo Scissorhands. Well, look, I do love kooky, fun, DIY type of drag, and I definitely hope, and I'm really excited to see what Porca brings to the show. So this definitely feels like a very diverse cast this season. I'm actually liking the girls that they picked so far. The next queen is Shani La Santa, who is 25 and representing Jerez de la Frontera. And Shani La Santa defines her drag as a fusion of styles, highlighting her cultural roots while bringing sexiness and swagger. The self-proclaimed queen of acting is ready to leave a legacy on Drag Race España. Well, hopefully she brings a lot more than just, being the queen of acting. Because I'm sure if she has the acting challenges, she'll be able to excel at it. But I hope you could bring a whole lot more. I mean, you look fierce and your looks here. But I don't know why that high part of her head is giving much like Thorgy Thor. But she's giving glam from the neck down. But the hair is giving Thorgy Thor with a little Elvira thrown in. So good luck to you, Shani. Our next queen is Vampirasian. I think that's how you say her name. I'm like, okay. So you a vampire mixed with a Kardashian? So she's 30 and representing Valence. Valencian queen, Vampirasian, describes her drag style as elegant and classy. She is certain her runway looks will serve audiences and leaving them gagged this season. The singing and dancing queen is ready to be the next Spanish drag superstar and bring home the crown. And so that is actually the last queen that we have as part of, the situation. It's like, let's scroll on back to the beginning. I'm surprised that the photos wasn't giving me problems, but I'm like, look, everything worked today. So yeah, as I was saying before, you know what? I'm pretty excited to see what these young queens are gonna bring to the show. If you definitely want to check out the Meet the Queens, you could definitely look that up on I have it posted on my website, chrisavalon.com. You can watch the whole, I think it's like 20 plus minutes, about 30 minutes, when you get to meet the queens and get to know them. But yeah, if you're interested in watching this upcoming season of Drag Race España, it premieres on, as I said before, on Wow Presents Plus on September 22nd. So are you guys excited for this upcoming season of Drag Race España? I'll tell you, I pretty much am. I was, like I said, I was a little bit worried because last season's Drag Race España, I wasn't really all that excited for it. And then this past season of All Stars, it's kind of a letdown for me in a lot of ways. Like, it was clearly like the Drag Salon show. kind of like it almost feels like, yeah, we go with the producers favoring certain queens and propping them. And I'm not trying to say that Drag Celeste didn't deserve her win, because she did, and she definitely did what need to be done in regards of like the challenges and things of that nature. But it was just the way that the producers was. I said, okay, here y'all go with the heavy handedness with the production. So I kind of was disappointed in this season, but I do love the fact that the judges be going hard and they be having a good old time up there on that damn stage when it comes to rooting the girls on and the performances and all the other stuff, and how they at least show up to work. And when they clock in, they definitely be doing their job, unlike Rue, Michelle, and the rest of them over there that just be phoning it in at this damn point. Y'all barely even want to judge the girls on the All Star shows, regular All Stars and Global All Stars. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think? Are y'all excited for this upcoming season of Drag Race España and the diversity that it seems to be bringing with a lot of the queens? It looks like it's going to be an exciting season. I just need to see a trailer to really get excited. All we've seen now is we know who the queens are. They didn't meet the queens. I don't. As far as I know, a trailer hasn't dropped, but I'm sure within the next couple of days, because the new season is about to kick off, I believe, in 2 weeks. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down